Mariam-uz-Zamani, also known as Hirkanwari, Jodhabai, Hirakanwari or Harkabai, was an empress of the Mughal Empire. She was the wife of Mughal Emperor Akbar. She was his first and chief Rajput wife, and the mother of the next Mughal emperor, Jahangir, and grandmother of the following Mughal emperor Shahjahan. Mariam-uz-Zamani was referred to as the Queen Mother of Hindustan, during the reign of the great Mughal, Emperor Akbar. She was the longest-serving Hindu Mughal empress. Her tenure, from February 6, 1562 to October 27, 1605, is that of over 43 years. Her marriage to Akbar led to a gradual shift in his religious and social policy. Akbar's marriage with Rajkumari Hirkanwari was a very important event in Mughal history. She is widely regarded in modern Indian historiography as exemplifying Akbar's and the Mughals' tolerance of religious differences and their inclusive policies within an expanding multi-ethnic and multi-denominational empire. Family: Hirkanwari was born a Rajput princess and was the eldest daughter of Raja Bharmal, of Amma, modern-day Jaipur. She was the granddaughter of Raja Prithvi Singh I of Amma. Rajkumari Hirkanwari was also the sister of Raja Bhagwan Das of Amma, and the aunt of Raja Man Singh I of Amma, who later became one of the 9 jewels in the court of Akbar. Later, both occupied high offices in Akbar's court. Marriage: Akbar's marriage with Hirkanwari had far-reaching results. It led Akbar to take a much more favorable view of Hinduism and his Hindu subjects. In a marriage of political alliance, Hirkanwari was married to Akbar on February 6, 1562 at Sampur near Jaipur, Rajasthan, India. Hirkanwari became the third wife of Akbar after Ruqayya Sultan Begum, who was Akbar's first wife, and Salima Sultan Begum, the widow of his most trusted general, Bairam Khan. Mariam, as mother of the heir apparent, took precedence over all the other wives of Akbar. Though she remained a Hindu, Hirkanwari was honored with the title Mariam-uz-Zamani after she gave birth to Jahangir. Despite her being a non-Muslim wife, she held great respect and honor in the Mughal household. In the beginning of 1569, Akbar was gladdened by the news that his first Hindu consort, Hirkanwari, was expecting a child, and that he might hope for the first of the 3 sons promised by Sheikh Salim Chishti, a reputed holy man who lived at Sikri. An expectant heir was sent to Sheikh's humble dwelling at Sikri during the period of her pregnancy. On August 30, 1569, the boy was born and received the name Salim, in acknowledgement of his father's faith in the efficacy of the holy man's prayers. Her title, Mariam-uz-Zamani, the Mary of the Age, has been mistaken sometimes with Akbar's mother, whose title was Mariam-Makani, dwelling with Mary. Apart from the title of Mariam-uz-Zamani, Hir also held the title of Wali-Ni'mat Begum, which literally means the gift of God. She held this title throughout her lifetime and even issued farmans using this title. Akbar's marriage with Hindu princess Hirkanwari produced important effects on his personal rule of life and on his public policy. The custom of Hindu rulers offering their daughters for marriage to Muslim rulers, though not common, had been prevalent in the country for several centuries. Yet Akbar's marriage to Princess of Amber Amma is significant, as an early indication of his evolving policy of religious eclecticism. The marriage with the Amma princess secured the powerful support of her family throughout the reign, and offered a proof manifest to all the world that Akbar had decided to be the Badshah of his whole people, that is Hindus as well as Muslims. Akbar took other Rajput princesses in marriage. The Rajas had much to gain from the link to imperial family. Akbar made such marriages respectable for Rajuts. Her niece, Munbawati Bai or Manmati Bai, daughter of her brother Bhagwan Das, married Prince Salim on February 13, 1585. Man Bai later became mother to Prince Khusraumdsa and was awarded the title of Shah Begum by Jahangir. Jahangir paid obeisance to his mother by touching her feet. He records these instances with a sense of pride. His reference to his mother was preceded by epithet Hazrat, one that is usually reserved for His Majesty himself. These courtesies demonstrate the amount of respect and love he held for his mother, Mariam-uz-Zamani. A number of royal functions took place in the household of Mariam-uz-Zamani, like Jahangir's solar weighing, Jahangir's marriage to daughter of Jagat Singh, and Shahzada Parvez's wedding to daughter of Sultan Murad Mtah. Religion: Akbar developed Hindu inclinations and allowed his Hindu wife to perform the customary rites in the royal palace. Thus, contrary to the usual practice of sultans, Akbar allowed her to remain a Hindu and to maintain a Hindu temple in the royal palace. He himself participated in the puja she performed. She was a devotee of Lord Krishna. Her palace was decorated with paintings of Lord Krishna and frescoes. Family advancement and power consolidation: Akbar's friendly relations with the Rajats began after his marriage with Hir Kanwari. This was an important step which profoundly influenced his future policies. The marriage secured for him the support of her family, from among whom he drew his leading councillors. On his marriage with Hir Kanwari, Akbar summoned Raja Man Singh I, nephew of Hir Kanwari and son of Raja Bhagwan Das of Amma, the heir to the throne of Raja Bharmal, and took him into the imperial service, by giving him an office in his court. Raja Bhagwan Das was also enrolled amongst the nobility. Later, they both rose ultimately to high offices. The Rajas of Amma especially benefited from their close association with the Mughals, and acquired immense wealth and power. Of 27 Rajats in Abul Fazl list of Mansabdars, 13 were of Amma clan, and some of them rose to positions as high as that of imperial princes. Raja Bhagwan Das, for instance, became commander of 5,000, the highest position available at the time, and bore the proud title Amir al-Amara. His son, Man Singh I, rose even higher to become commander of 7,000. This position was not enjoyed by anyone except the imperial princes. This marriage was thus beneficial to both Mughals and Kachwara Rajats of Amma. Akbar also allowed one of his sons, Prince Daniel, to be brought up by Raja Bharmal's wife in Amma, as a gesture of honour to the Raja's family. Political influence and power: Mariam Zamani was reported to have been a highly astute businesswoman, who ran an active international trade in spices, silk, etc., and thus, amassed a private fortune which dwarfed the treasury of many a European king. She was among the most prodigious women traders at the Mughal court. No other noblewoman on record seems to have been as adventurous a trader as the Queen Mother. Mariam Zamani owned ships that carried pilgrims to and from the Islamic holy city Mecca. In 1613, her ship, the Rahama, was seized by Portuguese pirates along with the 600 to 700 passengers and the cargo. Rahama was the largest Indian ship sailing in the Red Sea and was known to the Europeans as the Great Pilgrimage Ship. When the Portuguese officially refused to return the ship and the passengers, the outcry at the Mughal court was quite unusually severe. The outrage was compounded by the fact that the owner and the patron of the ship was none other than the revered mother of the current emperor. Mariam Zamani's son, the Indian Emperor Jahangir, ordered the seizure of the Portuguese town Daman. This episode is considered to be an example of the struggle for wealth that would later ensue and lead to colonization of the Indian subcontinent. She was one of the only 4 members of the court and the only woman to have the rank of 12,000 cavalry, and was known to receive a jewel from every nobleman according to his estate each year on the occasion of New Year's festival. Like only a few other women at the Mughal court, Mariam Zamani was granted the right to issue official documents, usually the exclusive privilege of the emperor. Issuing of such orders was confined to the highest ladies of the harem such as Hamida Banu Begum, Mariam Zamani, Nurjahan, Mumtaz Mahal, Nadira Banu and Janara Begum. Mariam Zamani, like Nurjahan, used her wealth and influence to build gardens, wells, and mosques around the countryside. Death: Mariam Zamani died in 1623. Even in her death, she remained closest to her husband. She is Akbar's only wife to be buried close to him, as per her wish. A vav or stepwell was constructed by her son, Emperor Jahangir, as per her last wishes. The grave itself is underground with a flight of steps leading to it. Her tomb, built in 1623-27, is on the Tantpur Road now known as in Jyoti Nagar. Though she remained a Hindu throughout her life, she was buried according to Islamic custom, near her husband's mausoleum. Mariam's tomb is only a kilometre from tomb of Akbar the Great. The tomb's location reduced its chances of becoming a tourist attraction, but likewise, Its lack of visibility meant it fell into a state of disrepair. Later, taken over by ASI, her resting place is now dignified. There are some interesting aspects to the tomb, principally the ASI slab at the entrance which proclaims the tomb to be that of Mariam-uz-Zamani, the princess of Amma who married Akbar and later gave birth to Jahangir. Another interesting aspect of the tomb is that the building looks identical from the front and back, and unlike other Mughal-era structures, the back entrance is not a dummy. The Mosque of Mariam-Zamani Begum Sahiba was built by her son Nuruddin Salim Jahangir in her honour and is situated in the walled city of Lahore, present-day Pakistan. It is one of the earliest mosques in Lahore. The mosque also has a distinction of being one of the biggest mosques in present-day Pakistan. The misnomer of Jodhbhai. There is a popular perception that the wife of Akbar, mother of Jahangir, was also known as Jodhbhai. Her name as in Mughal chronicles was Mariam-uz-Zamani. Tazki-Jahangiri, the autobiography of Jahangir, doesn't mention Jodhbhai nor Harkabai or Hirkanwari. Therein, she is referred to as Mariam-uz-Zamani. Neither the Akbarnama, nor any historical text from the period refer to her as Jodhbhai. According to Professor Shirin Muzvi, a historian of Aligarh Muslim University, the name Jodhbhai was first used to refer to Akbar's wife in the 18th and 19th centuries in historical writings. According to the historian Imtiaz Ahmad, the director of the Qutb-i-Ksh Oriental Public Library in Patna, it was Lieutenant Colonel James Todd who first mentioned Jodhbhai in his book Annals and Antiquities of Rajasthan. In the Akbarnama, there is a mention of Akbar marrying Rajput princess of Amma, but her name is not Jadua, says historian and director of the Qutb-i-Ksh Oriental Public Library, Imtiaz Ahmad in Patna. She is referred to as Mariam-Zamani. This is a title and not a name. It further says that Mariam-Zamani is a title referred to the lady who gave birth to Prince Salim, who became Emperor Jahangir. But the name Jodha is not mentioned anywhere. Professor Ena Faruqi, a historian of Allahabad Central University, states that Jodhbhai was not the name of Akbar's queen, instead it was the name of Jahangir's wife Taj Bibi Bilqis Makani, the princess of Jodhpur, whose real name was Jagat Guljain. In popular culture, Jodhbhai, a misnomer frequently used in reference to Mariam-uz-Zamani, is a main character in the award-winning and legendary Indian film Mughal-e-Azam, directed by K. Asif. Her character is played by Durga Kote. Jodhbhai is the lead character in the Indian epic film Jadur Akbar, directed by Ashutosh Gowariker. Aishwarya played Jodhbhai. Mariam-uz-Zamani is a character in Salman Rushdie's ninth novel The Enchantress of Florence. She is also referred to in the book by her maiden name, Hirkanwari. Jodhbhai is the title character in the Ekta Kapoor's historical serial Jodha Akbar. The character is portrayed by Paridi Sharma. References